Good morning, sports world. You are listening to the What's Up podcast. You can find this podcast on the Ultimate Sports Network, and I am thrilled to be with my two friends, Sheldon Senek, the King of Cleveland, and our CEO and other King of Cleveland, Frank Gordon. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
The King of Cleveland. Wow. I mean, that's hard to take there. I mean,
it's a big title.
It is, and I got to tell you, Bob, that wait a minute, I got something. I had a little surprise for you.
This is funny.
So so Bob is a big Pittsburgh fan, and I'm a big Browns fan. So you think there's a cold day in the place below. Well, Bob thought he would never wear anything Cleveland, but it was so cold that day. I don't know when this goes back to. Maybe.
I was living in San Diego at that time. I came back to Jersey, and I had nothing except shorts and a T-shirt.
I have to laugh because you said I remember one time I called you. It was like about a month or so after you being in San Diego. And I was like, Bob, how you doing in there? In San Diego. You go, Sheldon. He goes, it's freaking sunny and 70 every freaking day. Maybe that's what the words you chose. But then I realized, San Diego just isn't for you.
No,
you need cold. You need to be miserable. You're from Jersey.
That is true. Well,
it's funny. I'm in Las Vegas now. And I'll take the King of Mifflin Township. I won't go as far as the King of Cleveland. But the idea of, the last day I spent in Ohio, I walked outside. It was like January 5th. And I looked at my car and it was covered in snow and ice and went, I'm done. Got in the car and I drove to Vegas. But the thing about that, you're absolutely right. It's about this time of year now when it's football season. It's getting a little frigid. It's getting a little nasty. Yeah. You walk outside and go, why is there so much sun up here in this time of year? It just seems weird. I've been here a while, but still seems weird.
It does.
Man, you get fooled when you're in the East Coast because you get to the summertime, the springtime, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling the love. The clock gets turned back and you're thinking, oh, I got an extra hour of daylight or turned ahead. Was it spring, fall back, spring ahead? I can never remember which one we do. But then, summer hits and then we get into fall. And then you're still in love with it, but then all of a sudden that white stuff comes down. You think, why am I here? And then you get fooled again. Yeah. It's just a yearly cycle.
Yep, absolutely. So Frank, let me ask you, how did you become a Cleveland Brown fan? When did you become one? Why not the Bengals, Steelers? Why none of those teams?
Well, because the Bengals and Steelers suck for one thing. No, I'm just kidding. Basically what happened? Yeah, what happened when we were in the upstate New York. My dad, I was born in Ironton, Ohio, Southern Ohio, when my dad was in the Air Force and they got kicked off the Air Force base in Newfoundland because he went overseas for like 6 months. So when he came back, we were my parents' hometown, and I was born in Ironton, Ohio. We got transferred to Plattsburgh Air Force Base in upstate New York. And then when he retired, the choices were boarding school in Cleveland, or boarding school in England, I'm sorry, or a job that he didn't know anything about in Mansfield, Ohio, which is an hour south of Cleveland. And so at 6 years old, I became a reborn Ohioan. And at that point in time, the Browns they were decent, but they weren't great. And that's it.
Wait, what years
anybody else anywhere. These were before the Cyber Bowl years. This was like 74, 75, so around in there, yeah. So this was in between years, yeah. And if you can name two players off those teams, good luck. But it was the Reggie Rucker, those kind of before, yeah. Doug Deacon, exactly, right.
Leroy Kelly.
Leroy Kelly, yeah. It wasn't
Leroy
a choice.
Kelly. I used to love
they just got Paul Warfield back after the WFL and all that stuff, that kind of thing. But there wasn't a choice. It was just kind of like, here you go. There, you become a Browns fan. If you wanted to watch football and you wanted to fit in, that was it. Now, the odd thing about it is, as we grow up, you're wearing your Hines Ward jersey. My buddy that ended up being my college roommate is a Steelers fan.